Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm here with Mahnig, a mentee of mine. We're in the beautiful Konstanz at the Lake of Konstanz, where I will play a Bach recital tonight, and you came from Switzerland. For those of you who don't know you yet, introduce yourself. Who are you and what do you do?
Well, I'm a pianist. I had my education in Switzerland. I was in Lucerne, in Basel, in Zurich, where I did my soloist degree. I played a lot of contemporary music. I also studied for 1 year with Pierre-Laurent Aimard at Cologne. I have a lot of experience with this contemporary music. And then I got a bit away of it and I concentrated on founding my own piano concert company. So 4 years ago I had this idea. I wanted to be more free and I wanted to be more present with the audience, closer to the audience, more creative in my concert playing, more creative in the way I could make concerts. And so I founded the Flying Stage, and I'm now able, after a few years of preparing for it, I'm now able to move my own piano to concert locations. And I'm able to tune my own piano also, and I'm of course still able to play on my own piano.
Yeah, very nice. And you are one of my mentees in my career coaching. So of course we know you're playing, which is great. But I also support you with marketing and strategies to get to your audience, to actually promote yourself. We've just started our collaboration, I think 2 weeks ago or something. Maybe you can tell the audience a little bit where you started out. Like, what is your starting position before we met?
Well, before we met, I did more or less everything by myself. So I planned one concert series where I played in chapels with a singer, a program with sacral music for baritone and piano, and so I really did everything by myself. I did promotion by myself. I had an illustrator who did the flyers for me, but I was also doing the renting of the chapels, communications, advertising, everything by myself, playing for this concert series, and it was really exhausting. So
I mean, we have just worked for like 1 or 2 sessions so far, but maybe you can tell them what has changed in your mind after working through these sessions, or where do you see it will be going?
So what I see is that you're very comfortable and have great knowledge of social media, for example, and of the way concert business is working today. So I think you're really in the present with everything it needs to be promoted, or how to promote your concerts in the modern world with all the tools, electronic tools and social media tools it has to offer. So I think there is a lot I can learn on this way. And I think there is also something I can learn, that collaboration with organizers. So maybe it's also a way to find out how I can collaborate with others to get even better results.
Yeah, we work through, of course, how you market yourself and social media. You're watching this right now. Actually, today, I told you before, I was traveling with the organizer. We were going to school, and I asked him if he runs Facebook ads, and he said I should do that for him. He needs someone like me. So I get a lot of trust also from concert organizers about this social media stuff. And then we were in the school, it was a high school for music, and I played a Prelude and Fugue by Bach, and they couldn't tell if it was Mozart, Bach or Beethoven. And they were like 17 years old. But then I started playing some famous songs from TikTok. Like some viral songs like Rush E, Chardash and so on, and they knew immediately what it was. So that showed me also that these tools are very powerful today, and we should especially learn how to use them also as performing artists. It's not so important maybe in the next 2 years, but definitely in the next 20 years. Probably already in the next 5 years. It will change the world completely. And of course also, which I've been talking a lot in my channel too, that the agencies had a lot of power 20, 30 years ago, but now they have a different function, and I still work with agencies, but it's also important to understand how you sell yourself with your own offer. Yeah, maybe the audience will watch a few years later. Where do you hope this journey will bring you?
I want to make playing concerts a bigger part of my life, and just I want to learn how to really enjoy it, the whole stuff, preparation, playing, and I want to make it a bigger part of my life. Now I'm also piano teacher, and my main income is coming from this job. And I also want to make piano playing I also want to get more income from piano playing and just make it a bigger part, to spend more time at the piano, spend more time practicing, spend more time communicating with the audience, spend more time on stage, because that's just what I enjoy and what I really love to do.
And what I observe with you, Michael, is that you're not just good with your playing, but you're also very organized and structured. And when we work in the sessions, you immediately, execute the ideas. You're very open-minded. I have realized that many musicians know how to play their instrument very well, but when it comes to organizing their lives, they're always late, they are not reliable, they're chaotic in their mind. It's very hard for them to even think of something like what we do. So do you have any advice maybe for other musicians how they could structure their life more efficiently?
I have 2 kids, so anyway, I have to organize my life. There is a lot going on at the moment besides piano playing. There is life with the children, this is school, there is music school, there is teaching, there is playing, practicing. I'm also working at home a lot, so there is this housework that has to be done. So I just learned to organize myself efficiently, so as efficiently as possible, and to get more of everything. So also when I got children, my practice time really went down a lot for a few years. So now it's coming up again, luckily. So I learned just to use the little time you have. Maybe earlier I thought, come on, it's just half an hour, so what difference does it make to practice now? And I learned really half an hour can make a big difference. Sometimes I was even lucky to have half an hour of practicing. I really had to be organized. But I also quite like it sometimes to do this kind of work, communication, and I think I can write well, I can write a dossier and everything, forms. I have good language, so I think it's an important way of our job also.
In your case, it was forced to you to make your time more valuable, but you would say that we have to become aware that the time is limited and that half an hour can make a difference, no matter if you play the piano, if you make half an hour phone calls, that's much more than nothing, right? Yeah. So that's also my advice to you.
Maybe something I learned from people who are really efficient, and also you, of course, just do it now, and I try to learn this also more. Just do it now. If something can be done now, do it now. And I learned it with people who are really efficient. A violinist, she has 4 children and she's playing in orchestra and freelancing and everything. She gets it done, everything. So I just realized that if you write her a message and she has the possibility to answer it, she's doing it right now. If she can do this phone call at this very moment, she will do it at this very moment, and not, maybe tomorrow or something.
What I might add to this, it's a little secret here. Usually we talk about this in a collaboration, but just because you have mentioned it, what is very good if you do the little tasks right now, if you do everything that takes up maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, where you know it's really short and really quickly done. Of course, if you need to do some proper planning, if you need to learn Hammer Clavier Sonata, you cannot do that right now if you have some other things. So then for that I use different kind of lists and different kind of systems. We will talk about that too later on, but everything that you can do at the moment, which is very short and comes in, then you do it, just execute it. So that's a very good advice. And if you also want to learn how to organize your lives as a musician, but even more how to market yourself and how to sell your abilities so that organizers will pay you good fees for your art, I mean, of course, you have to bring a specific kind of talent to this, but please apply for a free strategy session at aaronpilson.com/academy, and we will find out, if you are the right candidate for this, and if and how we can work together. And you might want to promote yourself too. So where can people find your offer? Where can people find you? Do you have a website?
I have a website. It's michaelmahnig.ch or flying-stage.ch. I am on Instagram, and I will also be on Facebook very soon.
You're a concert organizer and you like more adventurous concepts, especially with moving the piano outside or somewhere else, then Michael is the best option for you. He's a great pianist, studied with MR, so definitely you cannot lose anything. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see each other in the next video. Thank you and bye.
Thank you.